All right, welcome. Chapter 10, we're going to look at Lesson 1, which is graphing points in 4 quadrants. This chapter has to do with a coordinate plane, and there are a lot of vocabulary words here. We have coordinate plane, that's a grid formed by a horizontal number line, and that we call the x-axis, and a vertical number line called the y-axis. Where they intersect is called the origin, and it's usually labeled with an O, a capital letter O. And it has the coordinates, which we'll talk about in just a minute, of 0, 0. An ordered pair, like the 0, 0, gives the coordinates of a point on this coordinate plane. This will make sense to you when we look at an example, I promise. We always list the ordered pair with the x first. So you can think of that as alphabetically. You'll always keep the x first. The x coordinate, meaning that first little x there, will tell the number of horizontal units a point is from the O, the origin. It's the first number in the ordered pair, as I just mentioned. The y coordinate, or the second number in the pair, tells you how many vertical units the point is from 0. So this would be a little bit what a coordinate plane would look like. Here you have, see there the x, the horizontal line of this coordinate plane is the x-axis. The vertical one is the y-axis. And right here, that is the origin. It has the coordinate point of 0, 0, meaning it's at the 0 point on the x-axis, and it's at the 0 point on the vertical y-axis. Now, this coordinate plane has 4 quadrants, and they're labeled with Roman numerals. So this section here, this is the first quadrant, Roman numeral 1. This is the second quadrant, Roman numeral 2. This is the third quadrant, Roman numeral 3. And of course, then this is the fourth, Roman numeral 4. Okay? Each time you go over one spot to where the lines intersect, that is considered a unit. So if this is 0, this point here is 0, then this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Now, just like if we had a number line that was out here all by itself, from 0, what's on the left side? The negative numbers. So from 0, we have -1, -2, -3. Okay? Now, the y-axis, the vertical one, is the same thing. Remember, there's the vertical chart in my classroom right by the smartboard. So if this is 0, then this is 1, 2, and 0.3. These would be the negatives, -1, -2, -3. The lines that are horizontal are the ones that are parallel. So if we go back to our quadrant, our coordinate plane, this is the x-axis, and all the lines that are parallel, those are the horizontal lines. So even down here, that's horizontal, that's horizontal, that's horizontal. And then all the lines that are parallel to the y-axis are the vertical ones. Okay, that's easy enough. So, sometimes you need to write a coordinate, or you need to graph a point. An ordered pair is used to identify where in the coordinate plane your object is, or your dot. So let's check for the sun. Here's the sun. It's on this little intersection of lines, this one and this one. Remembering that we always use the X first, we need to first travel horizontally. So here's our origin. This is O, where they meet, the X and the Y. So to go to the sun line, that's this one, we have to go over 1. So you can see in the ordered pair for the sun, a 1 is first. Then we're going to go up 2. That would be a positive direction. And so a 2 is my Y coordinate. So it has an X coordinate of 1, a Y coordinate of 2. Now, this puppy, who's right here, is intersecting with this vertical line and this horizontal line. Okay, so from the origin, where the X and the Y meet, to go to the vertical, horizontally move to the vertical line, we would go -1, -2, -3. So my X coordinate is -3. Then I move 1 up. That's positive. So 1, +1, is my Y coordinate. Sometimes we are going to be asked to graph either a line or a point. And when we do that, we look at our X and Y coordinate and we move on the coordinate plane to put the point there. So if we want to graph a line containing these two coordinates, let's look where X as a -3 would be. So we start where the origin is, go -1, -2, -3. Then it says our Y coordinate is a +3. So that would be +1, +2, +3. So right here, that would be our first pair. Our second coordinate pair is at -3, 2. So our X coordinate is -3, 1, 2, 3, -3. Our Y coordinate is +2, 1, 2. So let's put a dot there. Now it said graph the line. So now all we do is, and you would use a straight edge, you would draw a line for those. You can see that this is parallel to the vertical line, correct? So notice it says, is this a horizontal or vertical line? It's a vertical line. Now, think about this for a moment. What was the same that made it a vertical line? Look at your ordered pairs. It was the X coordinate. When the X coordinates are the same, you will be drawing a vertical line. So here we have a coordinate of 3, 2. So from our origin, we're going to move 3 positive, 1, 2, 3, 2 positive on the Y. That's right here. Here would be our point. Our second is a -1, 2. So again, from the origin, we move a -1, that's right here, +2, 1, 2. So here is our second point. And again, you would use your straight edge to draw a line. And as you can see, that would be a horizontal line. So once again, look at your two ordered pairs. What remains the same for it to be a horizontal line? That's right, it's the Y coordinate. When the Y coordinates are the same, you will be drawing a horizontal line. So those are the conclusions that we can be drawn. Now, although I don't have a picture of it or have an ordered pair handy, lines can be drawn in any direction on the coordinate plane. Just in this first lesson, we were looking at specifically the vertical and horizontal ones. Good luck practicing.